Geelong versus West Coast. Far out. I was pulling my hair like listening to this one. 26-12, 168 to 11-9, 75. It was an absolute belting by the Geelong Cats. They won by 93 points. And let me just, before we go straight into it, let me just look at the free kick count. I just want to read it out. All right, free kick count: 27 to Geelong, 9 to the Eagles. And I was like, what?
Jeez.
Oh, what a discrepancy of free kicks. Now, I don't know if they were all there. I don't know. If someone watched it, tell me. But we needed West Coast, Port Adelaide, my team. We needed West Coast to at least kick a decent score, like something. They did kind of score something at the end, but it was looking bleak in that first few quarters, in that first half. It was looking very bleak, and I was like, "Fine, we're going to lose second spot here. West Coast is shit." But no, they came back, and it was all right. But still, like, we had to win. We had to beat Freo. We couldn't lose to Freo by 24 points. So because of how high Geelong's percentage went, so. Look, Geelong they're a good side, like when they're playing at their best, especially at their home. West Coast, they were in that first half, especially as I said, were shocking. There was a bit of promise for West Coast, I think, but they kind of dropped the ball in that last part. I know they had a few injuries. I know McGovern wasn't there. I mean, he's been really, really good the last few weeks, but the last against Carlton and then against West Coast, they've just capitulated West Coast, so they put the Q in the rack. But Geelong, they're in the finals, they're in the top 4. Congratulations to them. They're playing us. It's going to be a hell of a game. I can't wait to watch it. King of the North, what do you think of this one, man?
Yeah, not surprising. Geelong surprising to be in where they finished, but not surprising they beat West Coast by so much. Discipline is an issue at West Coast that they have to sort out, and it wasn't too good a game. That Saturday was pretty, it was quite a blowout for all of it, but Geelong just did the job that they had to do, and West Coast with a lot of work to do, coaching and players and everything. So yeah.
J. Crom, what do you think, man?
Yeah, look, obviously convincing win to Geelong. Cameron just having a day out without Barras and McGovern back there. I don't think I think he got 9, so I think he was a bit upset he didn't get his 10. But Jazz is up and about. Look, they did what they had to do to get the percentage boost. They were probably hoping that Freo would piggyback by 20 points, but that didn't happen. But look, Geelong, really impressed with them. It just seems that the coaching staff there just keep managing to get the best out of their players, even though I think they've got an average midfield. So I feel like Geelong just overachieved in my eyes. They just keep being relevant and keep playing finals. So West Coast, they had a decent year. They've improved from last year, that's for sure. But they'll be glad that the season's over and they'll be looking forward to 25.
Yeah, 100%, man. Can't disagree with anything you said there. Johnny Carlton, what do you think of this one?
Look, as I said, Geelong, they got the job done. They needed to. They wanted that top 4 spot. If they didn't, Brisbane were going to take it from them. But no, they locked in the top 4 spot. They did what they did. 100 points at halftime was it was crazy. They came out the first 2 quarters, and mate, that if they play like that in the finals, watch out, mate. Like, it's seriously, as I said, Cameron kicking 9. Everything was just falling for Geelong. West Coast had no answers. It was just like a Geelong party. But as I said, with Geelong, they're a funny team. They started the season freaking 7-0, and then a couple of weeks later they've lost a couple of games in a row. Then they're back there. Then they're gone back to shit again, and then they end the season well. They've been up and down this year, the Cats. But as I said, they finished off 4, and they're playing finals, and that's that's the most important thing. And I told you boys a couple of weeks ago, I think West Coast just needs new coach, new rebuild, start the new players in, as I said, Tom Barras is going to Hawthorn. That's pretty much done deal. So they need to fix up their back line if McGovern's not playing. So, if McGovern's out next year, then there's trouble for West Coast. But they got to find talent. They got to find something. So,
yeah, 100%. All right. Well, I'm going to go through the ratings. So for me, Geelong, I'm going to go. Yeah, they've been up and down, but they got there, didn't they? They got to the top 4. I'm going to go. I'm not going to give them an A because I don't think they're as good as everyone thinks they are. That's my opinion, but I think a B. I think it was a pretty good season for them, but and I think they did what they had to do. But you know, the loss against the Saints, they were up by 5 goals, stuff like that. We beat them over there at Cardinia Park. I think there's a few other places that the Fortress wasn't, as it was other years. So I'm going to give them a B. But yeah, that's for me. Jake Rom?
Yeah, look, I'm more in the A camp for this, just because I didn't pick them to be in the top 8. I didn't think they were good enough. And their coaching staff, for me, really deserves that rating for sure. Just getting the best out of every player in that club. They did it with one of the poorest midfielders that I've seen in Geelong for a long time. And look, they've done top 4. I mean, if they just made the A, I would have given them a B. But because of making top 4, I've given them the A.
Yeah. Okay, man. That's it. That's fair enough. Can I please have Johnny Carlton?
I'm going to give Geelong an A as well.
Okay.
I just think, top 4, they did what they had to do. Started the season beautiful. But yeah. Yep. A+.
King of the North.
And I'll go with a B as well. They were out pretty outstanding to get into the top 4. So yeah, B for me.
All right. West Coast Eagles. Look, I think they slightly improved. I think there were some good signs with Harley Reid in that, but I'm going to give them an E. They're still down at the bottom there. Not an F, but an E. E for me. So, Jake Rom?
I think E is a bit rough.
Is it?
You look at their team. They didn't finish bottom wooden spooners. I think that's with it was their goal. I reckon, to not finish wooden spoon, to get a few wins on the board. I'm giving them a C.
A C. Okay.
C.
All
They
right.
did the best they could.
Johnny Carlton.
Don't read TikTok. TikTok is just blowing my mind.
I'm not reading. I can't see it. I can see it. But...
I'm giving West Coast an F.
An F. Okay. Yep. That's fair enough. I went down that road too. So I know Johnny. J. Crum didn't go there, but that's fair enough. Yep, I get it. King of the North.
E for me. Should have. I don't know whether they could have done better, but just the amount of wins they had. That's a E for me.
I know